Still, my goal is always, in this state, is to fill my tag as early as I can, for the sole reason of, then I get to fill my dad.
In Ohio, I have the same goals each year. Last season, I filled my tag early, which allowed me to hop behind the camera for his hunt. One of the very few chances I get to share a tree with my dad.
Okay, that was pretty cool. I've never had a buck commit to a decoy like that.
This year, I had that same goal, but when the end of November came, that Ohio tag was still in my pocket.
Are you kidding me?
The older I get, the more I learn, and the more I prioritize my time spent in the woods. In this case, it was spending time hunting with my dad, even though I was feeling the pressure of my season closing in on me.
Okay, I'm back in Ohio this year. I just got into town a couple hours ago, and it's our first afternoon up here. Figure I might as well jump in the woods right away and see what happens. Got a couple days of bow hunting, then I've got some gun hunting coming up, and I'm hoping to get it done with the bow before the gun opener on Monday. But we'll see what happens.
The other one's coming back to the right.
He's chasing a doe. Oh my God. He is a stud.
think we all have that one buck that makes you lose sleep at night. Maybe it's your biggest buck, or maybe it's just one that slipped past you. For us, Claus was that buck. A big 8-pointer that seemed to outsmart everybody at least once.
We're creeping into the pre-rut phase. Actually, we're probably in the pre-rut phase. Doesn't feel like it. It's about 80 degrees. So I'd love to tell you I'm jacked up to be in the tree, but I'm trying to ration off my water. Got half a bottle left. We got about 3 hours left of daylight, so it's just super hot for late October. This isn't one of those spots where I think we'll see a lot of deer. But it's a nice little pinch point where I feel like these bucks will be cruising this little bottom here, hoping to pick up some does or trying to get to their next spot. So I'm usually optimistic, not super thrilled about tonight's conditions, but nonetheless glad to be hunting. So maybe it'll cool down and we'll get some deer starting to move. That's Claus. See him yet? Well, that got real fast. I looked to my right. All I could see was white rack. We had Claus about 35 yards about to cross the fence and walk right towards us. He's a no doubter, just pretty white rack. And he was right there. I mean, we hung to stand hoping they would take that exact trail. We've had little bucks chasing does. I threw a couple Hail Mary grunts because I had does over here and I had bucks chasing earlier, so. But he just kind of wandered off. He's a tough one to kill. I want him so bad. I mean, right there. 20 yards, but we've got high hopes. We had an amazing day yesterday, and just a ton of rut activity, all of us, and I don't expect much less of today, so our fingers are crossed, hopes are high, and everything is right. Buck, Jordan. I think it's close. Yeah, dude, it's close. It's right behind you. Jeez, not even picking his head up. That is a deer that we don't even have on trail camera since somewhere, I don't even know, I want to say the 4th or 5th. So, A, it's great to know he's alive. And B, I wish he had done something a little bit different. I hit that grunt call multiple times. He didn't even acknowledge it. I know he heard it. Gosh, he's a great deer. He is one of the earliest bucks we saw on the farm this year. We know that deer from last year. We named him last year. And he's just blown up into just a beautiful 8-point. Disappeared into the fog.
Have you ever dreamed of working in the outdoor industry and unsure of what that next step should be? Film The Hunt, the industry's leader in production education and the most trusted source for job placement.
Okay, it's gun season here in Ohio. We climbed up in the blind up here. There was already a couple of does in the field. We snuck in here without getting busted. I don't know how. But there's some does out in the cornfield right now feeding. We're going to wait and see if we can find a shooter buck. And it's snowing. Hopefully the snow stays and be a little bit different landscape than we've been dealing with the rest of the season. So we're going to keep our fingers crossed. Hopefully a shooter will come out tonight. It's Claus.
Yeah.
Where is he?
This
Is he close?
Yeah, gonna come around the point. That point's gotta be 100 yards. That's,
Yeah, he's on this side of it, though, isn't he?
yeah, he's gonna have to go skirt it if he comes in.
There's another one just came out with him. And another. Don't move. Doe's looking right at us. I can see that front deer now. Yeah, those two, I can see them. I don't know if you're able to shoot, but I can see him. He's gonna have to come up this way. Yeah. Uh-oh.
He's the boss.
Yeah, he is, isn't he? They're both good deer. You tell me when. I'm gonna get him to stop. When he stops, you want me to shoot him?
Yeah, you can shoot.
He's down. He's down. Oh man, just shot claws. That's the deer I wanted. Thanks. Yes. I watch that deer every day on the cell cam. And I thought, man, that's the deer I'd love to shoot. And there's a lot of good deer. I would have shot any of them, but if I had to pick one, that was the one I was going to pick. Thank you.
You're welcome.
That was exciting. There he is. Oh, man.
Looking back at all I've seen,
Yeah, that's a good deer.
waiting for moments that matter to me. It ain't the town, it ain't the sweat. It's looking back with hell regrets. If we give it our best and we just come ashore, will we still see the woods for the trees? If we ain't got regrets looking back on it all, on it all. I'm proud of you, son. That's the man that I'm trying to become.